Hi traders, welcome to the video. Please pause the video and make sure you understand the disclaimer before proceeding. Okay, this is a pound yen trade idea I posted into our Discord. I'll just open that up and show you. Okay, here we are. This is our traders zone down here, ideas FX and pound yen. We started off with this idea, followed up by this screenshot, but I'll explain this in the charts. Now we're just watching this at the moment. And by the way, if you haven't already, click the link below the video in the description and join us. It's free to join. Got a great community we're building here in Discord. So coming back to the chart, pound yen. Okay, we're starting to see a little bit of momentum, but just be careful. This is quite volatile, and I'll explain. Okay, so this 30-minute here, I have the Forex sessions on here. This is the Asian session, but I posted this one yesterday, and we traded down. The idea was to wait for a break and retest and to consider a short. And this actually spiked up. This is a stop run. Get everybody involved. It trades back up. Again, they get everybody involved just prior to New York session kicking off, and then it spikes up. This takes out a ton of liquidity above this range, trades back down again. There'll be a lot of people watching this. Right, so you just got to really watch the range and notice this. I mean, have a look through here, for example, this range. Just see how it just wicks through, takes out these stops, and away it goes. Okay, so I don't trust this so much at the moment, and I prefer to wait and see what we get. If we get a retest of this range low here, that we spike down, come back up, retest, and if we fail here, then there's an opportunity. I would say I would have stops above our cloud on the 30-minute chart here, definitely. So this one's a little bit tight. I actually was trading this in my live account and got taken out right there. It happens. If you went off the trade signal idea that I'd posted into Discord, you just came out of this unscathed. If you went off this level 167.940, I wouldn't get involved with this through the Asian session. I think I'd be more inclined to wait for the London session. Keep an eye on the Asian range high and low, and don't get sucked into this thing whipping down and messing around. I mean, it could even whip back up in here as well. So let's just see how this trades into London. We don't know. And it trades up into London and then it rotates. Who knows? Let's just wait and see what happens through the London session. And then keep an eye on the Asian range high and low and wait for the break and retest. The retest is important. It's not just the breakout you want. Retest and fail. It's the key. Okay, so having a look back, if we open this up on the higher time frame, let's just see what we have here. What are we trading into? What are we potentially trading away from? Go out to a weekly, see what we've got. I mean, it's well and true. Look how overextended that is. You know what we have here. Definitely on the weekly, we have this thin leg, and I'm thinking the possibility we trade back down to close that gap and rebalance. Just a theory. Let's have a look at the monthly, see what we've got. Okay, look left. Monthly. This range is key. I'll take it from this wick high. So you can see this wick, and we've got this one here as well. I'm going to just grab the rectangle. I'm going to pull that through. Where do you want to go with it? We'll just readjust it when we go to the lower time frame. But this is a big level here. And whenever you see the market overextended like this, trading into a level where there's an obvious price gap, I think we have an opportunity. Now, the other thing is to consider the stock market, see how red this is across the board. Okay, so at the moment, it's risk off. In other words, for those of you who are new to trading, money will flow from risk assets into safe haven assets and safe haven currencies. So the Japanese yen and the Swissy may look to strengthen. Yeah, so we can see down here the yen just catching a little bit of a bid. It's the Asian session, so it'll be pretty quiet at this point, I think. The pound heading down. Be careful. Look left. Okay, there is support there. Okay, so that's why we just wait for the setup. Let's have a look at the. All right, so we've got this sell-off. As you can see, I've marked these out. I posted this into Discord today. Big sell-off yesterday, and look where we've traded into. So we've traded into this accumulation zone, right? The S&P, we've got NASDAQ up the top here. We've got the DAX 40, Dow Jones, same thing. And you can see here it's traded into the 100-day moving average. But more than anything, we've traded into this key range here, even spiked through it. Can it blow through? Well, yes, it can. However, where you see these big moves in the market, like we've got this significant gap through here, this thin leg. I've mentioned this in a few previous videos where the market trades from a key supply or demand level. Let's go to the daily. I would expect, I mean, we'll just have a look at the S&P here. I would expect at some stage we see this trade back up, okay, into this balance area up here. Now we are overextended. We've got this thin leg to trade back through. Be careful. So this is why I guess we look for the opportunity when we see, let me just go out of here, coming back to the chart. Well, we marked that up. That's the monthly. Let's go down now to the lower time frame and just look and see how we might be able to get involved. Just note the gap here, this imbalance through here. There's a target. But be careful. I mean, if the stock market corrects, as I mentioned, off support, then this could trade back up again. So with that in mind, is this a bit of a fake out down here? Everyone piles in short and then they whip it back up again to take out stops. It's so important, I guess, to be patient and wait for the setup. Don't trade the Asian session. See what happens through the London Open. Wait for the setup. And it's going to be, like I mentioned earlier in the video, something like, I mean, if it does trade to the downside, then it's the break and the retest of this low. And if you're using our indicators, then you'll see. You might see, I mean, look, this is a reversal. And I want to explain something with the indicators. This, down the bottom here, this is our multi-time frame, higher time frame. Gives us the trend on the weekly, daily, 4, 2, and 1 hour. Just note that this indicator, we use this for a trend continuation. Trend continuation. All right, so if we see the 4-hour, daily, and the weekly green, for example, then on the lower time frame, look for the pullback and off we go. It's this trend continuation, important. When it comes to a trend reversal, obviously the higher time frames may not have switched gears yet as far as this indicator. This indicator, I'll tell you what it picks up. I'll show you. Okay, I've just converted to a 4-hour chart. Have a look at this. Okay, we'll open that up. What I want to bring your attention to is this is the cloud is angled, and where it actually breaks is right there on that red dot. Now, if we pull this line through, okay, maybe it's the candle's hiding it, so there's another dot just here. Yeah, that's correct, because the green dot starts here, right? So it's the previous dot, which is this one. And look where it, I'll grab that, 4-hour right there. This is it here. Okay, so what this does, it gives us the first breakout of the cloud. It's not looking at these triangles. It's looking at where the cloud breaks. So this indicator will tell you on these time frames when the weekly, the daily, that's the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, 2 and 1 hour, when they break out of this cloud, in this case bullish on the 4-hour, but the daily's still bearish. All right, so you want the higher time frames more than anything to be agreeable with the trend. Hope that explains. So this is a trend continuation. This indicator is used for trend continuation opportunities. In the case of a reversal, they haven't switched gears yet. Okay, so it's the breakout of the cloud, what we're looking for. Actually, it will take the break into the cloud. My apologies. there's the break into the cloud right here. That's our point of interest. It was green, and right here it broke from green, see the dots under, to red at that point into the cloud. Okay, so it's a break into the cloud and a break out of the cloud. I don't want to get too complicated with this, but that's how the multi-time frame indicator works. We use it for trend continuation. Now, in a trend reversal, don't let it confuse you. So go into here, the 30-minute, okay, back here into the 30. If this is a trend reversal we're looking at, then double-click the chart and get rid of the indicator so you don't get confused. See how in the 4 hour we're still trading above the cloud, so it's not a confirmed reversal yet, and it'll be the same with this. Yeah, well and truly. And look, the other thing to note too is have a look at this on the daily. Look how overextended this is. Okay, here's our channel, our midline. This is the outer. Look where we're trading. We're way out there. We're always looking for the retrace back into the mean. So I think this is definitely a potential trade opportunity. What we're doing is building a case. Starting to see a bit of bearish movement. But again, be careful. Don't trade it through the Asian range. Wait for the London open and see how it behaves. Watch out for stop run spikes. And then when it settles into, if we get it, you know, a break, retest, fail, especially under here, then this could be quite a big payday, potentially. If it does trade down and looks to fill the gap, short position, consider the possibility. Depending on the stock markets, you know, end of the week sell-off could be the thing. All right, so there's your risk reward. Well, that's 5 to 1, but why not go for, well, there's 7, something like that, down to this accumulation zone down here, range. Right, that's my ultimate target, really, with this. So, yeah, I mean, that's my take on this one at the moment, the pound yen. I quite like what I'm seeing. Let's see if we get the setup. What I want to mention is if you're finding value with my content and you'd like to give a little bit back, I'll show you what I've done. Here's my website. It's a Discord page. I've made some changes to this. This is billed monthly, once a month. Shout me lunch. If you feel you're gaining value, that's lunch. Try it for a month for a tiny investment. I mean, seriously, $24.95. Do the math. That's a win-win. I'm happy with that. My thing is, I want to share what I've learned, my success. I don't want to give what I have away for free. So shout me lunch and gain access to the indicators, some TradingView indicators. Discord's free. Here it is. Got some great stuff going on here. Everything you need is going to be set up in here. Pepperstone down the bottom here is a great broker. You'll be able to use our TradingView indicators on TradingView if you have an account with Pepperstone. I'm not receiving any financial reward for this, but you know, you can click on that and there's some information in there and you can contact Alan. If you want to be a funded trader, this is an affiliate link. Click that. Audacity Capital, they're a wonderful firm, great bunch of people. And then we've got our trade ideas and got all this wonderful stuff going on. And I've got this bot thing interrupting everything. Let's dismiss that. Okay, guys, look, with that, jump on board. Click the link below. It's free. Go to my website. Do that. Yeah, let's see how we go with this one. So with that, safe trading and see you in the next video.